And why use theater? Why is that?
People that are interested with drama, they like laughing. So when they saw that maybe we are going there to give them education about Peru, so they came there also to dance, to see what's happening. They get educated about Peru. At first they didn't know anything, so now they know.
This skill gives the inmates the skill to be able to live outside. Jobs are a scarcity recently, but with this skill you can do your own vegetable garden, or you can sell those vegetables, or you can do a flower garden, you can also sell those flowers. So it's actually a skill that you can earn for living. There's more to it because it's about also attitude, or if I say life orientation. It connects you to the world, or to earth. Once you work with nature, it brings you to working with nature, and once you come close to nature, then that's where you find yourself like coming back to those earthly ethics which are natural. If you care for Mother Earth, then Mother Earth will give back to you, because I've learned something else, that, for example, if you learn to give, then you will receive.
The woman is the pillar of the society, of the family. Imagining all of the women go in the jail, who's gonna rest in the community? If you punish one woman, you punish all the society. You punish the community, you punish the family, you punish the village, you punish the city, and you punish all the society. So we need to think again about incarcerating women, girls. We are working on the reinsertion or changing laws to avoid people coming in prison, having another perspective, another point of view on jails. And the work of EDUKOS is unavoidable. We need them.
My role as an advocate is to bring awareness to the criminal justice reform movement that's going on, to help bring attention, bring resources that we may have through just leadership to help facilitate some of this, to build these coalitions among people in the field and among nationally. Because right now it's everything's kind of siloed. People kind of get in these silos and they work, they toil along and don't collaborate, don't combine resources. So my job at Just Leadership as alumni associate is to bring all these amazing people together collaboratively and to work on this national problem. People always tell me, I didn't know you were in prison. Well, that's the first thing I leave with. But people see my character and they think I'm a lawyer or something else. My interest in criminal justice, it comes from my 27 years of being incarcerated. I was incarcerated here in Michigan for 27 years on assault with intent to commit murder conviction. And my conviction was subsequently overturned. I went to prison in 1985, and my conviction was overturned. I was released in 2012.
I was in Chichiri prison for about 6 years. And that time I didn't know how to apply bail in court, and I didn't know anything. I just thought that maybe I'm arrested, then I'll self-sentence. the most difficult thing was food. You eat once a day. Even sleeping. It's rampant there because that prison took, at first it was 800, but now it's 1.9, almost 2,000. So that means it's congestion inside. In one room, maybe you can sleep 300 something. So that means other people sleep while sitting down. Yeah. It's when you're sleeping, because that building was built way back. So when you're, and also the electricals, you see, the electricity was done way back. It was old. So that means if the building caught fire, that means you perish. So we're just only praying to God that tomorrow comes, will be outside. You see, that was very, very, very difficult time. And also when there is nothing to eat, maybe there is no firewood, maybe there is no flour, that means we stay. I just remember one day we stayed like a week without eating, but we survived. You see, we survived. Yeah, that's the only moment I can remember. I didn't know how did I have survived, but I survived. Yeah, there's nobody who was coming to see me. Nobody came. Even my parents didn't come.
If I would have had a good lawyer, I would have stayed 15 days in the jail. But I didn't have the correct defense, like many women in jail. So if you do have a correct defense when they arrest you, if it's in the airport or in the street or in your home or whatever, you don't have to go to the jail. When they arrested me, I went in the office. It was like 20 guys with badge. But you can't distinguish if one is the police, the other one is your lawyer, the other one is Ministerio Público. You don't know who is your lawyer. You don't even talk to him. So you just have to declare under pressure, and they pick you up to the jail. I had something like 5 lawyers between the private and the office one, but no one defend me. Never, ever. Facing myself was the nice job. It was hard. It's a daily job to face the situation. Not obviously the material situation, the emotional situation. And you have to face yourself. You have to make the revolution in your own life if you want to stay alive in.
Because I find like I'm giving back to the community this skill which I acquired from prison, and me personally, I've done many things. I was someone who did not think of future, but once I was in this horticulture, I was able to be released to be a responsible person. I've been married. After that, I've got a 2-year-old daughter. I'm a responsible father. I'm supporting myself and my wife, and I was able to buy a car, which especially here in South Africa, everyone is dying to own a car. So I would say I'm successful. Why I like to relate horticulture with life itself, because when you plant something or you sow a seed, then you have to be patient enough to wait for it to germinate. With your life, you have to be patient, you have to nurture yourself, do positive things. By being patient, then you'll go out there, and then nurturing your plant, then it will give you good results and being patient yourself, nurturing yourself, at the end, something will pay.
How can you have reform without people that's been impacted by the system that you're trying to change? And I always equate, the decarceration movement, the criminal justice reform movement, to the women's reproductive rights issues. You wouldn't have a reproductive conversation without having women at the table. So
sure hope not.
What the Republicans tried, it didn't work too well. Mm-hmm. So for us, we figured that those closest to the problem or closest to the solution should be at the table, having these discussions. So during that time, I was able to get involved with these organizations and people that were providing these opportunities for us. We love to have boogeymen, and being formerly incarcerated is an easy boogeyman to build a case against. But there's a lot more people that are formerly incarcerated that's coming to the forefront, that's being put in positions of leadership in meaningful organizations around the country. Prison is a heck of an experience. It'll either make you or break you. There's not much middle ground to doing time. And for me, as much time as I had done, and I was in it wrongfully as well, I discovered the inhumanity that goes on in prison, what actually goes on behind the walls, the way that we treat our fellow citizens, the way we treat those with mental health issues, those who are, less fortunate than others, don't have the financial resources, to get good representation. So I started fighting for people that couldn't fight for themselves while I was on the inside. I became a paralegal while I was in. I worked at a place called Prison Legal Services of Michigan. We used to do help criminal appeals, family law. So we did all kind of litigation on behalf of incarcerated people.
I've always working on a philosophic way because there's no other. You can't use your force. You can't use your voice. I'm a strong personality. I've got a strong personality, and I did have to put it down. If not, I did have problem in. So I did have to transform myself to match with the girls, to match with the government, to be able to do whatever I want in, which was, as I said, giving classes, doing theater. I did a lot of things, good things. You rediscover the real rules of the life. You can't fight with people all the time. So you have to decline about upsetting and you have to be together. Also the life with the girls inside. And for the men it's the same. I used to visit men prison too, and it's the same. The solidarity built between people. I would like to see the same solidarity outside that we had inside. That's why people, when they got out and they said, it was better in. Yeah, because in you have solidarity between people. As the family is destroyed outside, the family is rebuilt inside between people. We have to rediscover what is a society, and inside communities have a lot to teach to outside communities.
Other fellow inmates saw me. They were like, this guy is making it, because some other guys that are going there again and again. You see, so to me, I'm like their role model, because I just go there to see them. And if you want to go inside, they allow me to go inside. You see, they don't search me. That can bring something, but they know what I'm doing. They know what I'm working with. They know my bosses, Victor, and some other teams. They know all of them. So they just took me as one of them. You see, so yeah.
Most people, when they are in prison, they think it's the end of the world. Then they desert themselves. And then they do many things. No, there are many things happening in prison, and which some of it is use of drugs, So someone who is in prison, for example, they are doing many years, they think that their life is now useless. But me as an example, and I'm very proud to tell them that I've been incarcerated and I served 10 years in prison. But there I go, when I went outside, because I was positive and in prison and I was empowering myself, I was able to find a job, and you won't believe that I'd been able to marry. I have a 2-year-old kid, and I've got my own car. Then it's not again about money, because even if I can tell you what I'd been earning, then you won't believe. But it's about vision and focus and patience.
My story is different. My voice is different because I've used to experience something different, which is the incarcerating. It's true. I'm different now, and I feel different. I have something more than you because I've been incarcerated, and I know the power and the value of the freedom. You don't. I do. It's like experience close to the death. Being in jail is like having an experience close to the death. So when you come back from there, you watch the life in a different way.